So you want to learn how to save. I have one simple tip for you. Grab any notebook, old, gifted, brand new, free, whatever. Just start writing down how much you spend every single day and where you spent it. This is all very, very simple, and that's how it all begins. So let me elaborate a little bit more. So all you really have to do is at the end of the day, or as you go throughout the day, write down in whole numbers, so round off, how much you spent at any store, and just briefly write the name of the store, and at the end of the day, tally up how much you spent in total. And also at the end of the week, tally up how much you spent, and use big, bold arrows so that you know and you're aware of how much you spent that week, the entire month. And that way you know, okay, this month I spent a little too much. This month I spent just as much as I earned, or was able to save this month. So whatever it is. And then not only that, this will allow you to be on top of where your money is going, what transactions occur on your credit cards or debit cards, whatever it is. You should always keep in mind that, you know, information is always out there. Your information might be stolen. So moving a little bit beyond that, if that advice is already kind of a common sense to you and you do already do that, another thing that I do is I grab all my bills and I add up and list the fixed costs that I have. So I spent about $35 to $40 on LADWP, that's water and power, and then I have rent, which right now is about $1,100, and then I have phone bill, which is about $60, $65. And then there is gas and my tap card, which is the card you use to pay for public transportation. That's about $40-$60 a month. And then I also have gas when I do sometimes drive to work, and then I'll add that up. So those kinds of things vary, but I add it into the fixed cost because I know that I will always have to spend that amount. And then the daily costs I consider as variable costs because I never know if I'm going to spend, you know, $10 this day or $15 this day or $0 this day. So I will categorize that as my variable costs. So I'll have a fixed cost, my tap, my gas, and then I will also have the variable costs and then my income. I am on salary, so every single month I make about the same amount, and I will add that as the plus that will offset the minuses, which are the expenses that I had listed before. And then I will have the net amount, and that will be my net savings or my net loss if I spent more than I made that month. And I will continue to do this every single month, and by doing so, I'm more aware of where my money's going, how much I'm saving, and then I also like to, you know, kind of motivate myself with smiley faces and whatnot. Another side note, so there are trends going around of having a cute planner or, you know, having a checkbook, whatever it may be. You don't need expensive tools to budget, to be aware of where your money's going in and out. Honestly, I'm very frugal, and you can just grab any notebook. If a planner is handy, you can go to the dollar store and get a planner with the months on there, or you can draw it out on your own. Just remember, you don't need to have an expensive planner to do this. All you need to do is have some kind of organization where you have the dates of the month, and then you can just clearly jot down how much you spent, where, and then tally it up at the end of the day. And that's really all you need. You can make it more elaborate, as I said, with the fixed costs and the variable costs, but honestly, it can be anything. It can be as simple as just writing it down and see how much you spent, and it can just be as complicated as having a fancy journal and calculating everything as elaborate as I have explained. But regardless, if you are struggling to figure out where all your money is going, please do this step, because doing this tiny, simple step alone will make you more financially conscious about where your money is going and make you more inclined to save for things, for emergency funds, for a expense that might not be completely necessary, or a big vacation. You want to save for that. But all in all, please do this and let me know how effective it has been for you.